Hi. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Welcome to the world of Harold. That's essentially what this whole thing was. I learned that I could make 3 Minecrafts work on this computer at the same time, and some of you may have remembered Harold way back. I think it was in my very first Let's Play when Harold first, came into this world, was born, so to speak. And yeah, so what I was thinking is, Harold kills his, the person that imprisoned him. It depends on how far ahead you actually got in that old series. I might link it down below. Beware, the first lot of episodes is pretty crappy quality because I couldn't figure out how to get 16:9 ratio video encoding. People who have made videos before will understand that. Yeah, so essentially we are Harold. This is King Harold. He was trapped by the evil Spark VGX, and so finally in this new world when they both spawned, Harold was able to overcome his oppressor and take his form. This is using the Morph mod that comes as part of the TLoH E1 mod, or mod pack. I know I haven't been around for a very long time, I'm very sorry. But, I'm on holiday at the moment, so what I'm just trying to do is make a few episodes and see if you guys enjoy it and so forth. And I think that, would be quite nice for all of us, really. Some sounds are still quite loud. I'm still figuring things out because I've reinstalled my computer since having a proper recording setup. It feels louder than it must be. If you feel anything in particular is too loud or not loud enough, let me know in the comments, because it might just be that my sound settings are different to what you have there. So, we are using the TLoH E1 mod pack. We are going to spend the majority of our time as Harold, so using the chicken. In case you are wanting to play along at the same time, I'm using the square bracket keys to choose between the different mobs, so myself and Harold. Keep in mind that any mob that you kill, so if I killed this slime, I will be able to turn into him. You can easily get rid of, these mobs that you don't want, just by selecting them and pushing delete. But as you can see, I am now turning into a big ass slime. So if I go like so, look, I'm huge. The only issue here is I can just skid along the ground, which is quite amusing. I don't think that they can hurt me because they can't jump on top of me. These ones are usually the ones that can hurt you. I'll end up spending most of my time as a chicken though. Yeah. There we go. That's something that we'll use. Essentially, as Harold, we will want to try and find our crown. I spent most of my day trying to figure out that little sequence that you saw at the start, rather. Oh, and I'm just going to delete the slime, so select and push delete. There we go. And we'll stay as Harold. Essentially, as Harold, we want to find our crown, which is in the hats mod. So we've got a crown. That's not a huge worry, but we want the crown. Most of you will know which one that is. I will also accept having a top hat. A top hat will work. Yeah. It feels good to be recording again. You guys have no idea. Hopefully I will be able to sort out a lot of other stuff too. Can you guys stop? I may end up just leaving these guys in my little morphing area, just because it's a real pain to, to change it all the time, or to go through and delete them. So what I am going to need is a source of food, a home, and one of the amazing things that I love about the Morph mod, and I get to be a zombie as well. One of the amazing things about the Morph mod is that you get all the characteristics of that character, or at least you will be able to. You can't explode as a creeper yet, but what you can do is this. So you can fit into 1x1 spaces if you're a chicken, or another really small mob. So what I might do is wait it out until daytime comes around, and then we'll start this for realsies. But essentially, I want most of my thing, I want most of this Let's Play to kind of be Harold the Chicken. I don't want to have to go into my slave form. You know, Harold doesn't like having to use his slave human form. So most of the time will be spent as a chicken, which means that most of our doors, or at least tunnels into bases and things, will be in 1x1 spacing. This will just help me in terms of mobs. I hate having to run around away from these things and then follow me into my bases and break down my wooden doors and all of that McGubbins, so we'll sort that out when we get there. Yeah, hopefully this will help us out a little bit. So are you kidding? Right, anyway, be right back. Okay, so we're back to daytime now. I'm still stuck here. So I'm just trying to get rid of this last skeleton. I'm on my last half heart because it turns out that he could shoot me through that 1x1 gap, even though the majority of his arrows try and go through that top block there. But if you turn into a skeleton, like it should just be noted that the mobs that you turn into, you only get their passive traits, you don't get their active ones. So I can't just automatically get a bow by turning into a skeleton. What are you? You can see where all the where the skeletons tried to hurt me. Ah, Mark's glasses is going to be cool. Yeah, anyway. You only get their passive traits, so if I turn into a creeper, I'm not going to get the ability to explode. Like, that's not how this works. So just letting you guys know about that. I really don't want to get shot by the skeleton. Ah, damn it. Okay, doesn't matter. Ooh. Another ability that's pretty good is the squid's ability, which we'll probably grab later. You can see this is where I did the little recording thing. Squid's right there, you know, easy for taking. And the blue slime is from up there, from that floating island. Come on. Oh, there we go. So I've got the squid's ability. We do get its passive trait of being able to swim and breathe underwater, which is brilliant. But for things like creepers, you know, you can't just explode, you can't just turn into an enderman and start teleporting. But I mean, I'm not too worried about that kind of thing. I don't really plan on using the explode feature, because that would also mean I would end up killing myself, which is not really a good way to start a series. In fact, it's probably one of the worst ways to start your series, so that's something. Okay. Now, something that is kind of cool, I learned this today. You push C on the ground in this particular mod pack, and you can just craft like this, and it will show you what you want, and then you just push C on it again, and it will give you what you need. Ah, yeah, loaf of bread. So that's kind of cool. What I'm going to do, what are you? Rubber wood from mine refractory. Refractory or refractory? Mind factory, okay. I'll get myself some wood, so you know, the usual startup McGubbins. I may do a little bit of talking, I may do some jump cuts, it depends on how well I can keep speaking, because I am a little bit out of practice. I may find that I'm actually very good at just talking, because once I'd gotten into a lot of recording, I noticed that I was able to just talk for, you know, 10 minutes at the start, and all of a sudden, you know, 10 minutes out of our half hour was wasted. I may not kill all these things. I keep forgetting that I'm a chicken, and it's like, oh, you're the same height as me. I'm unsure about what to do about the other chickens. I might either turn into a cannibal Harold, Harold the chicken, you know, he did what he had to survive, or I might just say, you know, only eat cows and pigs and things like that, even though, you know, chicken eating meat is still a big deal. Right. You may also notice that a few of the things that I do you might have seen in other Let's Players series, keeping in mind that I haven't actually played Minecraft in almost a good year. I've done a little bit of playing around before starting the series, just to make sure I don't look like a complete idiot. But a lot of the stuff, you know, I'm just really unsure about. So if you see me, like, well, I don't want to say copy, if you see me use the same kinds of ideas that other Let's Players use, keep in mind that, you know, I am more or less new to this mod. And there's been so many changes just within the last year in each mod pack. Like, I can't even list anything right now. But like, just learning about this thing here, I mean, that's pretty cool. I would never have known. It's from the translocator mod. You can kind of see in that top middle there, it will just tell you what exactly you're looking at. If you leave it for a little while, it goes away. But I'm going to put this chest here, and you can see it makes something else, like a table that is a crafting table, but it's, I don't know, it's kind of weird, called a crafting station. And then when you place that, apparently you can just leave your items in there, and you can go, okay, yep. So there's things that I do know about, but it's a little bit dodgy. I will do my best. What I might do, I think I'm going to live in this mountain here. I think that might be a good idea. And what I'll probably end up doing is starting off the same way I've seen another person start off, because the idea is that it gets you a few different tools. So Tinker's Construct, which this crafting station is from, I think that'll be the first mod that I kind of get into. And then from then on we'll move into, you know, more complex mods, I guess. It just depends. So just give me a minute to gather my thoughts, and I will see you in a second. Okay, so I'm learning all sorts of McGubbins right now. What I'm going to do is, you can see you've got this whole list. I can change what I see. I've told it to hide everything, and now I'm going to scroll down under mods and look for Tinker's Construct. So Tinker's Construct is the one that we're going to get into first. Damn. Item sets, mod. Okay, there we go. Not Tinker's Mech Works, I think that's a different one. Tinker's Construct is there. So we right click to disable one and left click to enable, and then we get a few pages of Tinker's Construct. Geez, that looks complex, but you can kind of see what I mean. There's tons of different you know, tools and things here, and apparently they're all modular, so you can choose what you want to put together based on what materials you're using. And I think that might be a good way to start. You can make a wooden chestplate out of complete wood. Okay, so that's not ideal, but I suppose it might be good early on. A knapsack to hold your things using gold and iron tough rods. Yeah. If I start to meander, please, you know, don't get too mad. Pig iron? What the hell? Pig iron. I wonder if you use actual pigs in that. I figure you must do. Also, if you've got any tips for me, feel free to leave them down below. I won't mind. Maybe big, what's it called? Pig iron shard. Maybe big spoilers, maybe just leave for me to figure out, but, oh man. This is kind of complex. Oh wait, hang on, there we go. So that's a table there. Tool station uses a crafting table and a blank pattern, which uses wood and sticks. Okay, so crafting table and a blank pattern, which uses these, like so. Excellent. And then one crafting table and one of these makes a tool station. Materials and you. Oh, I started off with another book. I must have dropped it. Damn. There was a first book. Hang on. How do you... Oh yeah, there we go. Materials and you, which is paper and blank pattern. Do I have any... Just give me a sec. There we go. So basically what had happened is that when I was recording that little start thing for Harold, I died. But when you first create a world, what happens is that you do start off with a book, so I figure I may as well make that. what I want to happen for this series, what is that? Blackberry bush. That's cool. I might take that with me. So, sorry. I can help guard my base. It's getting dark already. Right, so what I need to do, sorry. I need some paper. And how do I make this? And a blank pattern. Okay, good. So I already have what I need. Paper, blank pattern. There we go. Okay, so this is what I needed. This book is a magic copy. It updates whenever the original has been modified. Blah, 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 blah. I didn't make a stencil table. Or a part crafter. Or a pattern. Did I make a... What's this then? Oh, it's a tool station. That's not what we want. Screw the tool station. Okay, so I'm gonna need more blank patterns. And I'm gonna... give me a sec. I'm gonna carve out a little space in here. I don't care if I waste some time on little tools, but I'll just see you in a second. Okay, so all I've done is just carve further into this hole. Zombies did almost get me, but it's okay because I had a little bit of food left over. Charcoal there. Right, so cooking up a little bit of wood now. I'm going to need this, and that's going to help me make my first torch, or set of torches. There we go. So now I've got a little place to work with that's, you know, out of the way. They're not going to be able to get me, and we'll be fine from here on. We could actually go into our slave form. Oh, there we go. But we don't really need to, so... Oh, I just reckon that looks so cool. Right. That can stay there. So, what we needed... It looks like we're going to need a lot of those... what's it called? The part thingamajiggers. These. So we'll grab a few of those. And then we needed one on top of one of these for a stencil table. And then we've already got the one for a tool station. And a part builder, so we needed a normal piece of wood for that one. Okay. And then there was one more, wasn't there? I think so. Oh, it was for a chest, I think. Hang on a sec. So recipe used in... Where is it? There it is. Pattern chest, so I'm going to need a little bit more wood. I am not loving this mob situation. One of the cool things, as a chicken, you always float down to the ground. I figure I might get a spider as well, just in terms of climbing. But it was just letting you know something cool. I didn't even manage to chop down a full tree. That's really annoying. So we've got a little bit more wood. So we can make a chest, like so. And we needed another one of these, like so. This is actually pretty easy, I guess. And then the blank pen goes with the chest. I figure if we're going to make every like little tiny thing, we may as well make the lot, so that's fine. Sorting. I'm glad that sorting's in this, that makes me so happy. Something familiar at least. Let's see, pattern chest, part builder, stencil table. Just trying to figure out where I want everything. Tool station can go there. And then maybe I'll just cut into the wall for this other part. So, pattern chest, stencil, part. Because I saw that the stencil took the blank patterns, and that's the pattern chest, and then that takes blank patterns as well. You can tell with the, oh, pattern chest. So it looks like I can see, okay. that makes sense. So that takes blank patterns as well, and then this thing doesn't take blank patterns, so I'm assuming we don't have to worry about it. Okay, next part. So I want to make some blank patterns again. We'll be doing a lot of that. So more sticks, like so, and like so. I figure we only need one, or like a few right now. Tool rod. Oh, so you make them completely. You make them the whole thing. Okay, that makes sense. Shovel, axe, sword blade, guard. I just want to make sure that there isn't anything else to the pickaxe. Hang on, I can check that, because this is where you make them, right? So pickaxe, head, a crossbar thing. That's not what they look like. Yeah, look like that. Tool binding. Okay, so that's fine, and then they can go in here, and then they're right there, and then we can make some things out of stone. So there's one stone, and stone binding. That's cool. And then okay, so you can either use, I was having a look at this before, tool rod pattern has 0.5 material cost, so assuming that one cobblestone will make one stone tool rod and one stone shard, you could just put in the stone shard and you get a stone tool rod. So that's cool. That can go back, and then to make the pickaxe itself, you just pop them in here, and we'll call this Jose, or Josie. Ah, that's cool. So it's a completely stone pickaxe. Ah, right. Okay, so what I'm going to do just quickly is, I'll take that back. I'm just going to make the next few tools, so like a shovel and an axe, and maybe a weapon, because I'm getting pretty sick of these damn dirty mobs outside my base. So that just means I'm going to do a little bit more of, you know, all the tools. I'll make all the tools, and I'll see you in a second. Where's the off button? Okay, so I only had enough wood left in order to create you know, the materials or the blank patterns for a pickaxe here. No, not a pickaxe, a normal axe. Oh my god. Go away. I don't want you here. You are not welcome here. This was the tree I was trying to cut down earlier. I mean, that's one thing about living in a jungle biome. You're going to get lots of trees, but some of them are huge. And I'm going to need a lot of blank space, but we'll see what we can do about that later. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing this series whether you guys like it or not, for a start. That's a silly thing to say. I'm going to be doing this series. I hope that you guys enjoy it, because I'm going to put a little bit of my heart and soul into this. Mainly just because, you know, I felt like I haven't had a good idea for a series. We were essentially just redoing all the same stuff all over again, and I wasn't putting anything new into my older series. I was kind of tired over all the mods, and I didn't feel like I could catch up and all of that McGubbins. So I'm hoping that this will be fine. What I'm going to do between this episode and the next one, I'm going to go do a lot of caving. I don't feel the need to show that to you guys. I'm pretty sure that you know what caving looks like, but it needs to be done, so I figure I'll get that out of the way. You'll never really see me get resources unless I'm in the middle of something that I desperately need something for, and even then I'll probably just jump cut it. But I'll get that sorted, and then what will happen is, you know, we'll just end up having the materials to work on the projects that we want to work on, which I think will probably be the best thing for us. Oh man. So one of the first things I'm probably going to want to automate is getting wood, because I'm already sick of this. Or at least find a better way to get it. I was just having a quick look at the wiki in terms of the tools, and there is one that will like cut down a tree from like 1 and then 9 up. So it won't do one of these full things. It's not like it's no tree capitator mod, but it's pretty much the next best thing. Oh, excuse me, sorry. I'm drinking some fizzy drink, so it's coming back to haunt me. Yes, but anyway, I hope that you guys are enjoying this series so far. I figure I'll end it here, and I'll just get like the full complement of tools, and do a little bit of caving, and then we'll move on from there. So we'll probably still stick with Tinker's Construct for a little while longer, and we'll work on that so that we can get some of these better tools, like cutting down full trees. And then we'll probably move on to something new. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!